while the Uganda flag was used in Uganda after gaining her independence in 1962. The Union Jack flag is created with the aspects of three other national flags: St. George's Red Cross of the Kingdom of England, St. Andrew's White Saltire of Scotland, and St. Patrick's Red Saltire of the Irelands. While the Uganda flag consists of 6 equal horizontal stripes of black at the top, yellow and red, with each color having a meaning. Within the middle is the crested crane, which is the national bird for Uganda. The Union Jack has been in existence since 1606, when England and Scotland merged, but changed to its current form in 1801 when Ireland joined the United Kingdom, whereas the Uganda flag was adopted in 1962 when Uganda attained her independence. As the British Union Jack was being lowered down, the Uganda flag was raised up. You can't imagine the happiness that Ugandans got.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Did you know that the cologne therapy can help reduce toxins from your body? Join me, Ishing McCarthy, on the program Safe Life as we talk about it.
Hello, my name is Dr. Martha Watenga. I am a homeopathic wellness doctor. I am a clinical massage therapist as well as a colon hydrotherapist. I studied homeopathic medication and all the above courses in Toronto, Canada, and recently opened up a Renaissance Wellness Clinic located in Ntinda, Matters Crescent Road, just opposite UHMG. At this wellness clinic, we offer a variety of wellness services that the community will definitely benefit from, including colon hydrotherapy, clinical massage, homeopathic medication, physiotherapy, reflexology, earwax candling, yoni steaming, and so much more. At Renaissance Wellness, we definitely talk about the gut. We really try to dominate the whole power of the gut and how it is important that the gut must be kept clean. That is why it is very important for many cases that we get: diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity or weight gain, or even weight loss. You know, so many symptoms. We definitely preach that the gut has to first be cleaned first. First of all, what is the gut? Many people have so many questions, like, I thought it's normal for me to, keep going to the toilet. It's a natural thing and I don't need to do some kind of cleansing. Well, let me first go back to what the colon is. We have an organ called the colon in our body, and this colon is also one of the eliminatory organs, alongside the kidneys, which helps to release urine, alongside the skin, where you see that sweat is coming out, and also the lungs, where carbon dioxide comes out. So with the colon, when your colon is heavily congested, it puts a lot of burden for the other organs to have to release, which is why when we are engaged in our different kinds of foods that we are eating these days, processed foods, a lot of sugar, refined foods, fatty foods, flesh, meaty foods, those are all kinds of foods that weaken our digestive system, and that is why we give birth to constipation, hemorrhoids, bloating, gas, heartburn, back pains, constant headaches. All these things are not happening by mistake. You are definitely born a healthy person, and these are symptoms that happened along the way of your lifestyle. So, which brings me to explaining what colon hydrotherapy is. Colon hydrotherapy is a way of removing waste, removing debris, harmful bacteria, removing toxins, removing mucus from your large intestines. Why is this something that someone should do? Well, like I explained earlier, we are engaged in foods that are, that are not feeding our bodies, that are not fueling our bodies, actually they are weakening us. Someone will eat a kind of food, some katogo, some posho, beans, and will immediately feel fatigued after, or they won't have the energy. And that's why it's important once in a while to do this colon hydrotherapy. Colon hydrotherapy is a machine basically that helps to remove waste. It is a natural procedure. We only use water, purely filtered water. There are some kinds of software here. I think there are filters that help to remove sediment or chlorine from water, such that by the time this water is coming from national water and straight into the person's gut, it is cleaned and there is no germs, and it is just purely filtered water. Okay, so this water is warm, and then we do some kinds of massages to help manually stimulate the colon to release waste. Colon hydrotherapy is something that should be done by everyone, okay, 6 years and above. Of course, for babies, they are still maturing and quite very healthy. But of course, nowadays you're seeing kids even at a young age of 6-7 years already being diabetic. So this treatment is something that you would benefit from. It's a 45-minute to 1 hour treatment of basically releasing, and during the releasing we see candida or fungus overgrowth that is a result of taking too much sugars or even too much starchy foods. As Ugandans, we know we like our starchy foods. We like our kawunga, our sweet potatoes, bumonde, all these are foods that turn into sugar in the body. All these are starches that turn into sugars in the body. So it's something beneficial also for people who are eventually starting to get diseases like high blood pressure, like arthritis, like weight gain. These are diseases that would definitely are a result of congestion and waste forming up in the gut, which travels in the joints, which travels in the blood vessels, which travels in the pancreas, whichever organ it is that is actually weak in the person in the first place. So what inspired me to do this kind of healing? Well, I personally had a urinary tract infection for over 10 years that I was battling with. Even while I was studying in Canada, I was actually initially studying civil engineering. But when I got really bedridden and very sick, I said, now this is the time for me to get serious with my health. So I looked into natural medication because, yes, I kept on taking antibiotics and, feeling good and for a certain time period, and then, it returns back, and, of course, I was not eating the best. So that was when I enrolled in naturopathic healing, which took away that urinary tract infection that I had been battling with. So that was when I said, what, it's time for me to be able to understand this whole art of healing so that I can also be able to heal other people. And that is why we are working here at Renaissance Wellness Services, to let people know that there is an alternative form of healing. If your doctor has given you some kind of medication for high blood pressure, it is also good to take these other kinds of forms of healing so that healing can become quicker. When you're taking medicine from your doctor, you're also taking some kind of medication here from trained clinicians in the herbal field. I think it would be a good way to speed up healing. So that is basically what inspired me. If there is someone out there who is looking into healing naturally, definitely I would be happy to explain further. So colon hydrotherapy has a lot of benefits, one of them being definitely boosting your immune system. A lot of times when you are someone who gets a lot of candida, you're getting a lot of infections, you're getting flus and coughs a lot, frequently you're that one person that is always going to the hospital, to get medications for flus, for coughs. Those are things that show that your immune system is weakened. And so if you cleanse your colon and clear the congestion, then definitely that's one way of looking at how to boost your immune system. Not only does it do that, it also improves digestion. So symptoms like heartburn, gas, bloating, constipation, hemorrhoids. Someone will go to the toilet and try to force out stool, and even after forcing out, it's very little that's coming out, and maybe there's some bleeding going on, causing those kinds of piles. Those are all things that show that digestion is very slow. And of course, as we start aging, as the years go by, our digestive system starts slowing down. So it helps with digestion, it helps boost the immune system, it increases overall energy levels. Someone who is always feeling fatigued, you wake up in the morning and you feel very lazy, you're not productive, you're not looking forward to the day starting. All these are things that show that your energy levels are also low. And so you will immediately notice that when you do the colon hydrotherapy, you feel lighter, you feel more energetic. We've gotten some people who say they feel like they want to fly. So, it also helps with alkalinizing your body system. Because of the foods that we are eating, most of these foods are heavily acidic. The sweets, the sugars, the chocolates, all these are foods that are making our body on the acidic pH side. So definitely doing that kind of cleansing alkalinizes the body. It also helps prevent things like osteoarthritis. People who are heading towards menopause, body becomes more susceptible to these kinds of symptoms. It improves arthritic pains. People who get a lot of arthritic pains, it definitely has that kind of relieving from that pain. It really has a lot of benefits, improving sleep. If you're someone who is having insomnia and you're not sleeping well, then definitely you should opt for colon hydrotherapy, because sometimes instead of your body sleeping as well or relaxing, it is kind of in a fight or flight mode. So your body cannot get sleep because your nervous system is awake, So this definitely helps with that as well. It has a lot of benefits. I could keep going on and on, but yes, this treatment has no side effects. Like I said, it's purely just water. There are some people who maybe should not do it, like people who are not under medication for high blood pressure, people on like uncontrolled high blood pressure, people who have a history of seizures, pregnant people. So other services that we offer at Renaissance Wellness Services include colon hydrotherapy, which I've just explained. We also do the clinical massage therapy. This is a very important form of healing. You don't only have to go to the spa and get, some kind of luxury massage. It's also good to get a clinical massage. Are you the kind of person who is, maybe your job career always needs you to keep standing, or maybe to keep, hands-on, like I'll say like a person who works at a salon, like an engineer, you're always doing something. At that point, some certain muscles on your body are going to become weakened, and also some will become stiff, and that will maybe cause some kinds of nerve compressions, and then you'll start getting back pains and pains that are paralyzing. You feel like there's electricity going down your legs. All these are things that are showing that your body needs some kind of release, some kind of tension release. And so we are trained therapists. We know the body's anatomy. Before a massage treatment, for example, we give 15 minutes to assess the body, what is going on. If you're coming, let's say, with neck pains, we're going to assess, is it the front part, is it the sides of the neck, is it the back part of the neck? All these are things that wouldn't, and maybe it's a result of your frequent headaches, because it's probably pressing on the nerves. So all those are things that we do with the clinical massage. So we don't just go right into massaging you. We find out what is weakening you, what is giving you the tension, what is giving you the stress. And a lot of times our kind of stress first sits in the muscles before it travels on a deeper level. So if people are trying to recover from, let's say, road accidents and get what they call whiplash, which is accidents from road accidents, people who are trying to recover from surgeries, from operations, this massage that we offer definitely helps with that. People who have high blood pressure, massage has actually shown results of improving circulation. So definitely that's one thing about the clinical massage that we do here. Then we also do homeopathic medication. Homeopathy is basically another approach of herbal medicine. It is very famous in the Western world, in Europe, in Paris, in the UK. Basically, in the civilized developing countries, it's very famous. It is a service that is actually done in hospitals as well, such that when patients go to doctors for conventional medication, there is also a homeopathic doctor to give some kind of herbal medication, which is homeopathy. It's also a kind of form of practice that has been done by the royal families in England. The late Queen of England was practicing homeopathic medication, and so many people as well. So this art of healing is basically a medication that we do. We take your case for about 1 hour, sometimes even 2, and get your whole health history of what's going on in your body and compare your healthy self to your diseased self, and then we can prescribe a remedy to heal your body as a whole. We are healing the mind, the body, and the soul, and that is what drives your immune system to heal you naturally. We also do the earwax candling, which is basically an ancient method of removing accumulated wax, accumulated debris or bacteria from the ears. Usually when we have wax buildup in our ears, we get susceptible to tinnitus, which is ear infections. People who get a lot of itching or dryness, ringing in the ears. People who get headaches that are on the temples or on the side of the head. That shows that also sometimes they could be built up in the ears. People who also frequently get a lot of infections in the ears, then definitely earwax candling would benefit from. They would benefit from earwax candling. It's basically beeswax that enters the ear, and then we use fire, which, don't get scared, it doesn't burn you or anything. It's what melts into the ear, and that earwax is what's medicinal for your ears. It adds the moisture, which improves that kind of irritation or itching. We also do what they call yoni steaming. Yoni steaming is a way of cleansing, I'll say cleansing the reproductive system, cleansing the womb. People who are having, as women, we actually keep a lot of emotional traumas in our reproductive system. These traumas may include emotional traumas, stresses, worries, fears, a lot of things going on in the society that we suppress, and they actually sit in the reproductive system, giving birth to things like fibroids, endometriosis, infertility, and so much more. So yoni steaming is definitely something that people would benefit. The yoni steaming that we do here is basically herbs under a certain prescription and under a certain dosage, depending also on the condition that someone has. If someone has come in and they say they have PMS, premenstrual syndrome, which is basically certain pains, cramp pains that women tend to get before their menstrual cycles, then definitely we give the specific herbs that we would find therapeutic for them to do for the yoni steaming treatments. So we also do reflexology, we do physiotherapy. These are services that are known out there. So once again, my name is Dr. Martha Watenga, located at Renaissance Wellness Services in Ntinda. The services that we offer are colon hydrotherapy, homeopathic medication, clinical massage, physiotherapy, yoni steaming, earwax candling, and so much more. You can contact us on 07577547770. My last remarks that I would tell you is that we need to be healthy. Let us watch out for our health. Those people who are between ages of 40 to 70, I know that's the time that a lot of symptoms are coming up. There is you can't go to the toilet, you're feeling tired, this. What are you eating? That's the first thing you should ask yourself. Are you eating clean? Are you eating food that is fueling you? Or are you eating food that is weakening you? And with time, you start seeing that you're getting this and this condition, and yet these are things that can also be prevented in the first place. You can enjoy your years of twilight, your twilight years, your prime years, living a healthy lifestyle. And it's not something difficult. Waking up early in the morning and start breaking your fast with water, 6 to 8 glasses of water, is something very worth it in the long term. So, it prevents you from having to, go use laxatives all the time. You're having to use laxatives, you're not releasing. All those are things that eventually pile up and reach to you in the future years. So eat healthy, eat your fruits and vegetables, eat your whole foods. These are foods that are going to add fiber to your diet. This fiber is what's going to help increase the bulk in your colon. That way you can release very well. Drink a lot of water. Remember, health and death begins from your colon. What are you eating? Which is why I have to emphasize your colon health is so important. A lot of times we are seeing people on the streets with big stomachs. Actually, once upon a time it was said that it's luxurious, you look like a rich person when you have a big stomach. And yet it's not something good. What's really going on inside, You're like a walking sewage system. Wherever you're going, you're just carrying kilograms of waste, because the colon can carry 5 to 10 kilograms of waste. And so this waste that you're carrying, even if you're finding yourself, you're trying to eat healthy, but you're saying, I'm not losing weight, I'm going to the gym, I'm not losing weight, there is already something clogged there that you've been keeping for years. Actually, people who do this treatment, this colon hydrotherapy treatment, notice that foods that they maybe have last eaten 6 months ago is what is also coming out of their colon. I had a story of someone who had a popcorn come out of their colon during the treatment. It looked very fresh, and they said the last time that they ate a popcorn was when they went for a movie with their friend 6 months ago. So there you have it. The colon can really, really keep your waste. And of course, that is room for disease. That is room for putrefaction, for fermentation, decaying. And people will get parasites, people will get worms. You find that you're always hungry. Even after eating food, you find that you're hungry. All these are things that are showing that you're having living parasites living in your body. Okay? So definitely you have to cleanse your colon. Not only should it stop at cleansing your colon, but the diet. You also have to look into your diet. When your gut is clean, obviously your mind is cleansed, you're having a sharper mental clarity, you're feeling more energetic, you're becoming more productive. And so if you are between the age group of 40 to 70 to 90 to 80 to 90, if God has given you years of life, then definitely enjoy your life healthy. You don't have to enjoy it being sick in a sick bed and suffering and miserable. Definitely we are calling you all to come for treatment. Getting your colon cleansed should be the first way of setting your healthy journey and saying, you know what, I am going to completely start living healthy and living a happy life. So definitely come for treatment. Again, we are located at Renaissance Wellness Clinic in Tinda on Matters Crescent Road, just opposite UHMG. You can contact us on 075 775 4470. We have our WhatsApp contact on. We also have our website at www.nutriuganda.com. Thank you very much for having us here at Safe Life channel. We look forward to seeing you again.
Let's all embrace this colon therapy machine to keep our bodies in shape. Remember, living a safe life is your right and responsibility. I remain Ishimwe Kathy on the program Safe Life.